the hidden layers of a public persona. To understand Kenyammen is to accept that much of him is deliberately hidden. In a world that rewards overexposure, he thrives on mystery. Unlike many celebrities who use their social platforms to paint a perfect life, Yaman's approach is subtle, almost minimalist. He leaves breadcrumbs, photos at the gym, moments with his dog, scenes from a film set, but never the full story. This calculated distance fuels public curiosity. Who is the real Kenyammen? Is he truly the sensitive soul he appears to be, or is this an armor, carefully crafted to survive the madness of modern fame? According to one Italian journalist who briefly interviewed him off camera, he's warm, polite, but always aware of your presence, like a man trained not to trust the world too easily. This guardedness isn't accidental. It's survival. The cost of being seen. Kenyammen's rise to fame wasn't gradual, it was explosive. With roles in hit Turkish dramas like Erkensikas and Bey Yanlis, his face was suddenly everywhere. Magazine covers, fan pages, advertising campaigns. International fans compared him to Hollywood stars. His presence in Italy turned into a cultural phenomenon. But with visibility came scrutiny, romantic rumors, paparazzi chases. The media's obsession with his love life grew louder than the projects he worked on. And Yaman, ever the tactician, responded not with headlines, but silence. It's a silence that says, "I see you watching, but you'll never fully see me." Kenyammen and the art of controlled vulnerability. There's something poetic about the way he controls his narrative. In interviews, he's never robotic, but he is measured. He allows glimpses of vulnerability but retracts before they go too deep. He might share an anecdote from his childhood or reflect on a lonely night in Rome, but never names, never full confessions. This isn't dishonesty, it's strategy. In a rare moment, he once said, "Fame teaches you to protect your soul like it's under siege. The moment you stop protecting it, you lose yourself." That philosophy guides not just his interactions with the press, but also his relationships. Why he chooses solitude over scandal. Most actors in his position might lean into the fame, stage public romances, flirt with gossip. Not Kenyammen. He has publicly rejected the playboy image the tabloids have tried to assign him. In fact, sources close to the actor say he's ended relationships the moment they risked becoming media fodder. "If the world finds out about us before we're strong enough to handle it, it's already doomed," he reportedly told a former partner. To some, that may sound extreme, but for Yaman, the stakes are emotional safety, not PR success. He believes that love, if it's real, needs space, space that fame rarely allows. Discipline over desire, inside his daily routine. Kenyammen's lifestyle reflects his internal values. While others indulge in the chaos of celebrity living, his days are built around structure. He begins early with workouts, swimming, kickboxing, Pilates, then heads to set or rehearses lines in private. Evenings are often quiet, spent reading, cooking, or meeting a small circle of friends. There's a monk-like quality to it all. And it's no coincidence. Yaman believes self-discipline isn't just for physical strength, it's the foundation for emotional clarity. "You can't perform at your highest level when you're mentally scattered," he said in one interview. Stillness is part of the job. Cooking as therapy, friendship as ritual. Ask anyone who knows him personally, and they'll likely bring up one thing. Kenyammen's cooking. Yes, he's a gym lover and actor, but he's also a passionate home chef. Those lucky enough to be invited to his home describe nights where he prepares elaborate Mediterranean dishes from scratch, sets the table with intention, and engages guests in hours-long conversations. Cooking, for him, is meditation. It's also a way to express love without words. "You learn about someone by how they cook for you," he once joked. And perhaps that's how he also expresses care, through experience, not performance. "There are more beautiful people than me." This quote has now become one of Kenyammen's signature philosophies, and it keeps resurfacing for a reason. It resonates not because of false humility, but because it's a truth most people overlook in entertainment. He believes real magnetism isn't in the face, it's in the soul. And while the world may fall for the former, only the latter sustains a connection. In a culture obsessed with Instagram perfection, Yaman's reminder is a breath of fresh air. His fans don't just admire him for his looks, they respect the intellect, the character, the self-awareness behind them. The Italy chapter. More than just a move. Yaman's decision to relocate to Italy wasn't purely career-driven. Though he's found great success with Italian series like Viola come il mare, the move signified more than a new project. It was a personal transformation. In Italy, he discovered a pace of life that suited him. He found anonymity in new streets and community among artists. He began seeing life not as a race, but a journey to be enjoyed. "Rome gave me breath," he once said. "It gave me space to think." And in that space, he began to redefine what happiness meant. Love reimagined, beyond fairy tales. So, what does Kenyammen actually want from love? The answer lies not in romantic dinners or picture-perfect moments, but in depth. He values shared goals, emotional intelligence, and personal boundaries. He isn't chasing butterflies, he's building trust one honest moment at a time. His definition of love might sound simple, but it's rare in today's fast-paced world. Love is two people committed to becoming better together, not just being together. It's not flashy. It's not always sexy, but it's real. What's coming? More than acting. Yaman isn't done evolving. Rumors suggest that he's actively working on a slate of international projects, including co-productions between Turkey and Europe, and is even drafting a script of his own. He wants to move behind the camera, creating stories that reflect deeper truths, his truths. A production company bearing his name may soon become reality. But more than career plans, Yaman is also exploring ways to make more lasting impact through mentorship, social work, and education initiatives. For him, success isn't just about screens and red carpets. It's about legacy. Final thoughts. The real Kenyammen. At over 1,400 words, we still haven't fully uncovered the mystery of Kenyammen, and that's exactly how he wants it. He's the kind of man who would rather be misunderstood than misrepresented. A man who prefers inner peace over public applause. A man whose light doesn't blind, it guides. In a world obsessed with exposure, Kenyammen remains one of the last few who remind us that sometimes the most magnetic people are the ones who reveal themselves slowly, if ever. Thanks for sticking with magazine news and gossip through this deep dive. If Kenyammen's story inspired you or changed the way you see public figures, leave a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that go beyond the surface. Until next time, stay curious and stay real.